Hi, my name is Harry Payton, and we're here outside of the Irvington Library. Today, we're getting information to the citizens about the library, some of the services that are offered at the library. It's a beautiful place. The trees are manicured, the grass is cut, and I'm excited that we're going to get this information to you. I hope that you take this information and you share it with your friends and neighbors as part of the Irvington Now program under the vision of our Honorable Mayor, Tony Voss, for a cleaner, safer, and more educated Irvington. Hello, this is Harry Payton, host of Irvington Now, and today I have as guest of Irvington Now, Ms. Joan Whitaker, and she's the director of the Irvington Library. Thank you, Ms. Whitaker, for being a guest today.
You're welcome, Harry.
Yes, yes. And today I thought we would discuss a lot of the things that's going on in the library, around the library, services that you guys offer to the public.
Good.
And the remarkable part about it is that the majority of services that you offer cost the public nothing. You know, they're generally just services you offer as a library.
Right, absolutely. We are a free public library, and we offer an array of services, both traditional and as well as non-traditional services. And we see ourselves basically as a hub of the township where people can come in for just about anything. And we are here to help as best as we can. And we are excited about the vision of the library, which is really to be the destination place in Irvington for information.
Fantastic, fantastic. And just before we begin on some of the information, can you give us a little background on yourself as director? I know you didn't just pop up as a director. It must have been a love of learning, love of library.
Thank you so much. I came to Irvington approximately 21 years ago, and when I came, I actually was living in Bergen County in a small town, Bogota, and I came to spend 1 year. I just needed a job. I was transitioning from the Queensboro Public Library in New York, and I just wanted a job quickly so that I could kind of settle down. And I came to Irvington, and I fell in love with Irvington. And after 3 months, I came as a regular librarian, and I was promoted after 3 months to the head of Children's Services. And I think I was a children's librarian for about 4 years. And then after that, the opportunity came up. The director's position was open. My predecessor was retiring, and I was recommended for the position. And here am I now. So Irvington, it is a very, very fulfilling job. Very challenging at times, and that's why for me it's fulfilling, because I like challenges. And I must say that the library has really transitioned over the years from a traditional library to a cutting-edge technology library, where we do our very best to provide the same level of services that's provided by suburban communities. And I'm very excited to be the director of Irvington Public Library.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. And I have the benefit of having known you for a lot of years and
Yes, sir.
Been involved in the library. I look at myself as a denizen of the library. I come from Newark. You know, when I was being raised, I was raised in Newark, and I used to spend a lot of time in the Newark Library. So I love libraries, you know, and I just dare to say that the Irvington Library is comparable to what is offered in Newark. It's just a smaller,
Right.
you know, we're a smaller town as opposed to them being a big city, but we have comparable services as compared to the township size. So I like to just say that to the public that I know that for a fact.
Right.
Now, the other thing, just before we begin, I know that we're transitioning from the regular school year, I guess you would consider it, into the summer.
Yes.
And your hours change, library hours change during the summer?
That is true. We close on Saturdays during the summer, and I believe as of the third Saturday in June, in the month of June, we will be closed on Saturdays, and we'll reopen the Saturday after Labor Day. We do this every year so that the staff will be able to work Mondays through Friday, and everyone will be able to enjoy some of the warm summer weather. So yes, our hours will be changing in the month of June.
Okay, great. And are there any late night hours? I know sometimes a person may want to get to the library, and most people work the 9 to 5. Is there any nights that are late?
Yes, on the adult library is open until 9 p.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. The children's room, which is a challenge, because sometimes parents want to utilize the resources in the children's room, so we're open until 7:30 every Monday night in the children's room. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, the adult library is open, and on Monday nights, the children's library.
Okay.
Every other day, we close at 5:30.
All right, good. That's so the people will know.
Right.
Now, I guess the first service that I'd like to speak about is, as you said, this is a new age technology, and you guys have computers available to the general public.
Lots of computers.
Yes. Yes.
In the building, we actually have 75 computers. When I became the library director, I think we had about 17 to 20 computers, and now we have 75, and 2/3 of those computers are dedicated to public service. We have a public internet access center with, I believe, about 16 computers, and the technology lab has another 20 public computers, and the children's room has about 12 computers. So we have them everywhere and at the front desks and so on, and they're available for anyone to come in, even if the person doesn't have a library card, or if the client, the customer is not from Irvington. We do facilitate everyone because it's a public library.
Okay, great. And again, just a little background. 2003, July of 2003, the place I was employed, they laid me off due to the funding running out. So I had to find another position.
Right.
And just at that time, my home computer conked out, you know, and I was at my wit's end as to how I was going to proceed with the job search. And I discovered that the Irvington Library had computers. I can't tell you how many resumes I prepared and sent out. But I was rehired in August of 2003, so it was almost just like a little 1 month, you know, time. And I was very thankful to the library because it helped me out so much.
Right.
Because again, without that computer, I might not have been able to find the next position that I did. So it's great to have those services. Now, aside from the computer, many parents sometimes their children need help. And sometimes they're not as able to help them with it, but you have, I guess, what's called proctoring or help with those type issues?
We do provide an array of services all year, especially to the children in the community. And we do, we actually do these programs, and they're designed specifically to keep our children occupied. So oftentimes parents will say that I have nothing to do with my child and I have no places to take them. The public library, if you check out the programs that we have here, we offer here, it's a wide variety. We offer arts and craft, we offer actually regular story time, film shows, and we even do sewing classes and knitting classes and so on. So it's a variety of programs that some children, if they don't like one thing, they will like another. And we also even have a buddy system in place during the summertime where children can get someone to help to motivate them to read and to help them. We have traditional programs such as Black History Month programs, Women's History Month program, Halloween program, holiday programs. You name it. The largest program for the year is the summer reading program, because as a public library, we believe that we need to continue to emphasize reading as best as we can. And so the summer reading program is sponsored by Comcast every year, and we offer a wide variety of motivational gifts, if you want to call it that, to get our children to read. We give them book bags and toys and all kinds of little incentives to get them to read, and that begins late June and ends at the end of August, somewhere thereabout.
Right, and that definitely is probably helpful, you know, because kids many times suffer from inactivity during the couple of months that they're off, and if they're continuing to read, hopefully it'll keep their mind stimulated, so when September comes back, they're not in culture shock as they're trying to reactivate their minds. Now, aside from the kids program, I guess the other thing I want to make sure that we cover is, how does a person get a library card? Okay,
very simple process, and some people sometimes have an issue with it, but we have to verify that the person resides in Irvington. So we generally ask to bring an electricity bill or a light bill that has been mailed to the person's address, and a driver's license with a valid address on that will do. If all else fails, if none of those work, or if the person doesn't have any of that, we have a postcard system that we actually ask the person to fill out, and we mail that to the customer, And when the customer brings that back to the library, then we use that to issue the library card.
Okay.
And for children, we make it as easy as possible. The parents, we generally ask them to, to sign up for their children
Right.
with
right.
the same process.
And of course, there's no cost at all.
Right.
Right. Okay.
No
beautiful.
cost.
Beautiful. All right. We've covered a lot. What I'd like to do now is take a short break. I always encourage people who are watching, maybe you know a friend or a relative that needs this information. The library is a very vital part of a community. I really just don't know many communities that don't have a library because they are such a vital part. Please call your friend, call your relative, call your neighbor, let them know the show's on. Maybe they can utilize some of the information that we'll cover for the rest of the show. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Harry Payton. I'm the host of Irvington Now, and I'm back for the second segment of this show, which is featuring Miss Joan Whitaker, director of the Irvington Library, and we've covered information about the library so far, and we're going to continue with other information. Now, we discussed that this is a technological age,
Right.
and everything is, based on that technology. So books are a little bit different. The person always have to physically take out a book in the library, or are there other type ways that person can access books that is kind of new and
Yeah, great question.
Yeah.
We're in the age of ebooks now, so we do have a wide variety of ebooks available online. And if you have any type of gadget that you can read your ebooks on, you can go to the library's website and we'll walk you through the process to download your ebooks. So yes, we are excited about that.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. And again, I didn't know that, and I know that my daughter and grandchildren, they have I used to call them nooks and the things like
Right.
that, where
Kindles and nooks.
they read a lot. I'm going to try to say the word, but I couldn't get it out. Now, also, there are other services you guys offer. I talked about VHS. You guys have VHS tapes.
You have the
DVD
traditional
tapes.
VHS, and we have DVDs, movies, as well as the traditional CDs and so on. We are, as I said, we are in the age where people are actually using technology for music, and a lot of people now walk around with music on their iPhones and so on.
Yeah.
So that has changed things a little bit. But we are doing the very best we can to to keep up with technology
Yeah.
as best as we can.
Okay, great. That's such good services to know. There is another aspect of the library in this budget age where they're cutting and streamlining a lot of programs, and a lot of things are being cut. I know it's probably a struggle with the budget to always get the things that you want and things that you may need, but there's an organization that tries to assist you. I believe it's called Friends of the Library.
Yes.
And could you tell us a little about what they do, and then how a person, if they're interested in being a friend of the library, what they might do?
Okay. The Friends of the Library is a 501c3 organization, and they are independent. They function independently of the Board of Trustees, as well as independently of the library. And they do have regular meetings once per month. I believe one Tuesday night at 7 p.m. they meet. I'm not exactly sure which Tuesday night, but once per month. And anyone that would like to join, they can always call the library, and we will provide the information so that they can show up for meetings. But yes, the Friends, they work to supplement the library's budget by assisting with programs and so on. And one of the key programs that they assist with funding is the summer reading program. They provide some funds to assist with that, and they're in charge of book sales and so on. So they do need volunteers, and they need people to assist with fundraising. So if you're out there and you have skills, fundraising skills, the Friends of the Library, I'm sure, would love to hear from you and would love to see you show up to their meetings.
Fantastic, fantastic, yes, and I definitely encourage it. Volunteerism is alive and well, and it's a real assistance to many programs to get citizens who have those type skills to come in and assist. And remember, it's not just the library you're assisting in many children. As I spoke of my history with the library, I don't know what I would have done without the library, because I was always that egg-headed type person and needed more information than what I thought the school was providing. So it certainly helped me. So I know it will help our children today. Now, the other I guess you'll say exciting and good thing about the library, not that all the rest wasn't exciting and good, is that the Irvington Public Library is celebrating 100 years. It's 100 years
Yes,
old.
and we're excited, 1915 through 2015. This year we'll be having a series of centennial celebration initiatives and programs and events, and we have been doing that all year. The highlight of the year will be a gala that will be held Friday, September 18th, I believe, at 6 p.m. at the Galloping Hill caterers, and we're looking forward for the community to participate in that. It's an opportunity to donate to the library. We'll be using that initiative to raise some funds as well, and just to pay honor to the people who have really contributed to the promotion of the library in the community, and several prominent persons in the community will be honored during this time. We're also doing a brick garden, so if there's anyone out there who would like to purchase bricks, I believe that they are $125 and $225 depending on the size of the brick, and we'll be creating a brick garden in front of the library, and that will be there for a very long time. Hopefully, next 20, 30 years, it will be there. So we are, engaging the community and asking everyone from stakeholders to library customers to everyone that is out there, parents, to participate, in the brick garden. So if you cannot attend the gala event, you can always, participate by purchasing a brick to assist with us. It's a very exciting year. We have come a long way, and I think we are doing an exceptional job in Irvington despite financial constraints. We are doing the very best we can to promote library service. So we thank all of those customers who share in what we are doing this year.
Right,
Thank
fantastic,
you.
fantastic. And the other thing I'd like for you to do, could you give the contact number? I know that we probably may broadcast it on the screen, but
Right.
the contact number if anyone wants to contact the library.
Okay, very good. The library's contact number is 973-372-6400. We have several numbers that's hooked onto that number, so someone will always answer the phone. I am traditional like that. When you call, someone will pick up the phone as long as we're open to the public. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this great information. And again, I encourage and implore the citizens of Irvington, and even if you're not a citizen, if you just come in and utilize the service, as was mentioned, some of the services you can utilize without being a citizen of Irvington, to continue to support the library, because like everything else, the more you use it, the more people who fund these type programs see that there is a need in the community. So come out to the Irvington Library. You will be surprised. I took a walk around before we did the broadcast, and there were displays, art displays, and some fantastic things in this library that the citizens should take a time just to see.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So as we're about to close, is there anything else that I didn't cover you think that we've covered it all?
Would like to say to everyone out there that it's imperative that we engage our children in reading and ensure that they continue to read. So we'd like everyone to apply for library cards. We make it as easy as possible for everyone, so we are inviting everyone to come back to the library. If you have not been here in a while, just come back and see what we're doing here, see what we're about. If your computer is not working, if your printer is not working, we provide all of those services, and we have color copiers, we have regular copiers. So it's such a wide variety of smaller services that people have asked for that we are providing. So just come on out and see what we are doing at the library. We're excited about what we're doing, and I'm sure that you will enjoy your stop here with us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for that information. And I was looking at my notes. You guys also have you said, I thought you just had one notary. You have three persons that
Three
right,
notary
notaries that can
publics,
notarize documents.
Yes.
That's very important for many citizens. You also have a meeting room that
Yes.
someone can.
We actually have two meeting rooms.
Okay.
And one is a larger meeting room with a capacity of 50 to 70 persons. And we have a smaller meeting room if you're having a small meeting, maybe 12 to 20 persons.
Great.
And those are free of cost, but we do ask for a donation so that we can help to kind of keep up these rooms.
Yes, okay, great. Again, so there are a myriad of services here at the library. I hope that you, like I, have gotten additional information that you didn't know that the library provided. Support your library and look out for the gala that's coming up. I will be there. I will definitely be there. I love the Irvington Library, and I think that it's good that we are here to celebrate the 100th anniversary of this library. Thank you very much, Ms. Whitaker, for being a guest and for the information you provided.
Thank you so much.
Okay, again, this is Irvington Now. As always, Irvington Now strive to provide and work on with the vision of the Honorable Mayor Tony Foss to make Irvington a cleaner, safer town. And on that aspect, there could be no better aspect of the town than the library, which of course enforces education. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you again.